All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Alex, and in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the leaks for Call of Duty 2020, particularly in reference to zombies. There isn't a lot, but the gaming revolution has put out a couple videos that are super long, and while I find the information is important and he discusses a lot of the behind-the-scene things, you should just go check out his videos to get all that information. I just kind of wanted to boil it down. So far, all we know is that there has been a big dispute with the devs behind the scenes, and this took place during Black Ops 4. This happened under Activision's watch, and then they asked Treyarch to step in and take over the situation in the middle of Black Ops 4, which is why Black Ops 4 did not really get the love and support that it really deserved. And the falling out was between Sledgehammer and Raven, who were working on a Call of Duty together, and I guess they were just having some problems. Apparently, the Sledgehammer Raven version of the game was going to be taking place in Vietnam, and then Treyarch's next title after that was going to be taking place in the Cold War, and they didn't want to release those two time periods close together, so with all the disputes going on between Sledgehammer and Raven, they decided to have Treyarch take the lead. Now, I could have gotten the locations of those games mixed up, but it's something like that. This also is leading people to believe that the game is going to be set in Vietnam for the campaign and multiplayer and stuff like that. That's what the V stands for in Black Ops 5, but again, nobody knows what the title is actually going to be for this game. It could be COD Vietnam, it could be COD Cold War, it could be just Black Ops, could be nothing, could be none of those. We don't know yet. So I just wanted to sum that up because I wanted to talk about the zombies info, because there's been a lot of little things over the last few months. The first thing we got was these zombies Vietnam character model leaks that came up on Reddit or something. I don't actually know where they came from, but it showed all these zombies in various Vietnam-esque jungle garb. It could have been from Shangri-La, but it looks like it was specifically from Vietnam, and that never got put into the game. It never came to fruition. There was also a post recently from this guy online, the Gaming Revolution talks about him, I missed his name, sorry about that, who is talking about how the Pack-a-Punch camos in Classified on Black Ops 4 have information leading to the campaign of what Treyarch's next title was going to be, or what the next title is going to be this year in general. There's a lot of information that could be hints of what the next game could be, apparently. Also, the Gaming Revolution has heard that the Zombies mode might be an Ether reboot, but he said he heard that 8 months ago, and I'm pretty sure he actually said that during the release of Tag der Toten. There was a huge Zombies leak around that time, and we were at the end of the Aether storyline, I remember, and he was talking about how there could be a potential Ether reboot. But as he says in his video, since Treyarch put the Zombies mode in a multiverse, they can really go wherever they want. But since he hasn't heard anything in a long time, we're hoping that it's going to be something different, something grounded. He also talked about how Zombies Chronicles 2 was actually supposed to come out after Tag der Toten, but since resources were limited and everybody was working on Black Ops 5 Vietnam Cold War project with Sledgehammer and Raven, that it never came out. So apparently Transit is supposed to be an on-disc map with this next game coming this fall. And it's pretty unfortunate that they're going to do that, because they should have just put all of that shit inside of Black Ops 4 and just wrapped it up and then just started fresh with Black Ops 5 or whatever the game's going to be called. I don't think you can have a new setting and then put all these old maps into the game, especially if you're working with two other studios and you're going to have a different art style. It doesn't really make sense. They should just drop it now, or drop it as a DLC pack for Black Ops 4, something to hype up the community, because I just can't see how the Black Ops 4 style is going to fit with Sledgehammer and Raven's artistic direction, especially with what they had going into the game before. It kind of bothers me that they're planning on doing that. I hope that's not true. And lastly, I wanted to talk about two things that two other YouTubers have mentioned in some of their videos. So Nero Cinema, I don't know if you know him, he's a multiplayer YouTuber, and he made a good point about all of the different campaigns and all of the different Call of Duties and how Vietnam hasn't really been explored. I think he said it was touched on in Black Ops 1, but it really wasn't a full-on Vietnam campaign, which this could be really exciting for zombies and multiplayer and the campaign. It could actually be a pretty decent game, especially with this new idea. We've had so many reskins and so many of the same ideas coming over and over and over again. It might be nice to see something in history, but with a real take on it. So I thought that was an interesting perspective. And then the Smith Plays, who is a big Fortnite / zombies / Minecraft YouTuber, I don't know, he was talking about how Zombies is making a comeback. And I'm slightly inclined to agree. agree. And something he said in the video, which the community has had a break from zombies, a much needed one. And after seeing other developers make zombies and then kind of holding it in comparison to Treyarch, kind of made us realize not that Treyarch is a bad developer, but it let us see that they made mistakes. But it also showed that they were the best at making zombies. So when we got this break, Modern Warfare comes out with no zombies mode, but they also released a shitty Spec Ops mode. And the community has not been playing co-op mode for a year now. And my videos on zombies are getting more views now on my tutorials because people are going back and they're itching to play it. So I think people are getting excited, but this all rests on Treyarch's shoulders. Sledgehammer and Raven, whatever, it rests on the dev's shoulders. If they don't deliver a good game, well, I think, again, this community is not going to survive. So I guess we'll see what happens, but I just wanted to put that out there that there's other people talking about these games and these rumors and speculating, and it's kind of fun. So I just wanted to throw my 2 cents into the mix, and thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.